A double McSpanky with fries and a florp. That'll be $6.53. And $3.47's your change.
Dude, you're supposed to push the buttons with the pictures of food on them?
Don't need to, Skeet. I memorized the prices and did the tax and change in my head.
Oh, okay, Mr. Magic Man. I also did not hear you say Big McThankies from McSpankies to the customer.
Well, frankly, it struck me as cliched. What do you think about this? Don't let our food be denied you. Put our polyunsaturated fats and triglycerides inside you. Tax.
Picture of money, picture of money. Ha! Gotcha! Big McThankies from McSpankies. Hey, dude, you missed a spot.
I got it. Just a little sodium chloride.
Actually, dude, it's salt.
That's what I said. Sodium chloride.
Dude, that would be salt.
That's what I said.
And we're live.
What the fuck? What was that? Why did we play that?
So, welcome to the 350 special, everyone.
We've been messing with some really like avant-garde art to try to really just pull in our audience, like a good hook.
A great hook.
An absolutely fantastic hook.
So, just to explain what the fuck you just heard real quick, that was one of my favorite scenes from Jimmy Neutron, about sodium chloride with Jimmy at McSpankies. Ryan and I's roommate Brad kept saying it over and over, and he memorized the entire thing from heart. So I was just like, yo, can we have this art as our intro? And so we just did.
Yeah.
So, welcome to 350 special.
Big McThankies from McSpankies.
Big McThankies from McSpankies. My name is Logan.
I'm Ryan.
And welcome to 350.
All right, let's talk about what we're doing today.
Let's, please.
Okay, so we're going to do a segment we call Bullshitting It for an entire hour. Well, at least 45 minutes. We have no plan for today. We're just going to chat. We're just going to free roll. If you have any questions for us or you want us to answer any questions, you can text me or Logan.
Text us personally. Text us through Instagram DM if you have us on Snapchat.
Yep.
Or even text 350 special on Instagram.
Yes, send us a DM and we'll read you and answer your questions.
If you have any questions, any comments you want to say, let us know.
Yeah, get us some topic starters for sure. And then otherwise, later on in the show, we're going to have Zoe Redfern-Hall on our show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited for this guest. She has her own show, part of the ROCU radio.
Also on the e-board.
On the e-board. We're really excited to have her on. Her podcast is really interesting, and I'm very excited for her to talk about the concept. It's such a cool idea. Hell
yeah. Sick. So, today, we decided we're just going to let natural conversation flow because, every so often we get on these great conversation loops and we're like, shit, we have to have a guest on or we got to take a break.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're going to see what the fuck we can come up with today.
I know.
Well, our minds have been fried, so let's see what we can do.
Dude, oh my God. I'm so happy to just be on the radio this week. I had oh man, I need some CPG time after this Wednesday. Like, honestly.
CPG?
Yeah, Center of Counseling and Personal Growth. It's a great resource on campus.
Hell yeah, dude.
Unironically, really great resource on campus.
Oh, unironically, absolutely.
Yes.
Ironically, also.
Yes. All right, so I really want to hear, before we went live, Logan was kind of beefing on Disney Plus, and I kind of want to hear what you were thinking about that.
Okay, I have not talked to Ryan about this at all previously.
Yeah, I have no idea what your thoughts are.
But I have very strong opinions. And if you like my opinions, then awesome. If you hate my opinions, then you suck as a human being. Is because it is essentially recreating or setting up for the future. We will be having, once again, cable television. Because Disney withheld all of their things from streaming services like Netflix and all that stuff so that they can make their own. And now all of their shit is just available for, I don't know how much it is, what, like 10 a month, something like that?
I haven't checked the pricing or anything like that, but there's ads for a paid service, which just mind-boggling to me, but...
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But it's like, let's say like 10 a month, let's say, for example, okay? Comes with like Disney, comes with anything that's under the Disney umbrella, all that stuff. Great, right?
90% of the market share.
Pretty much, but...
Just a guess.
But now... Let's say, all right, Disney is making all of this direct money instead of like just some occasional royalties that maybe Nickelodeon would be making from SpongeBob being on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And Nickelodeon and Viacom have to know that if they put SpongeBob on their own service with every season available, they would be making so much money. They have to know that because no one uses Amazon Prime TV. So then now let's say Nickelodeon sees all the success that Disney Plus is having. They're going to make their own. People are going to be paying for Nickelodeon shows because you have shit like anything under the Viacom umbrella. That's a lot right there. Let's say that's another 10 to 15 a month. And next thing you know, every single channel is going to be starting their own streaming service like that. And now we're right back to cable television. And the whole point that we did all of this streaming is that we didn't have to pay 50, 60 bucks a month for cable. So now we're just paying 10 bucks a month for everything we need. But instead, we're going to be paying 7 or 8 separate bills of 10 bucks a month to get exactly what we just had.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I would argue that this happened way before Disney Plus. I mean, the exclusivity deals and all of that, and then all of these competitors jumping up, some of them not being successful. I mean, Vudu, VUDU?
I do not.
Yeah, that's like another one. Like, these are all in competition in the market, and like that, I mean, that's the thing, is that I feel like this has been the direction we've been heading in a long time. And I mean, the problem the big problem is that Disney owns such a ridiculous amount of the market that now, they come into play, and that is such a huge, segment of the market that they're sucking up. And now you really you have a few choices. So
I mean, like, yeah, I guess if you think about it, like Hulu and Amazon TV and all that stuff are just like derivations of Netflix. So now we are paying all these additional things because like South Park, for example, is exclusively on Hulu.
Yep.
Nothing else. So if you really want to go watch South Park, you have to get Hulu in addition to whatever you already have. But now I feel like shit's just going to divide up much more than it already is. And so then we're just going to start seeing, well, instead of just getting Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime, and then you're all set, now you're going to need to get... obviously Netflix is making their own shit now.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need to get Netflix and Disney and then Viacom and Comedy Central and all the news stations, and then you're still gonna like CNN and stuff. And then you're probably gonna need to get general cable to still be able to get your local stations, like your local CBS and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I just see like, yeah, we've already been heading there, but like it still doesn't mean it's good. And I feel like Disney is just like the climax of, well, now we're fucked.
Yeah. That's true. This is definitely a milestone, like you said. Let's think about the alternative, though. I mean, the alternative is you have a monopoly. You have Disney Plus pull out of everything, and I honestly look. If you look at a chart, an organizational chart of Disney, the more granular you get, you're shocked that they own this. You're shocked that they own these companies, and it's just mind-boggling. I'm sorry, like. Moana, like the people that made Moana own like a fucking private military company and shit like this. Like, it's wild. No, they don't, but like that is honestly a hypothetical I could see. But just I mean the opposite of that is that we have a monopoly in the market, and then we're really screwed. So I mean, it sucks, and I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, now that sports are coming onto those streaming services now, and then who knows? Maybe local cable and television will be next. I mean, CNN streams most of their, like the hearings today. They streamed that all on YouTube. That's where I was listening to it. Same with C-SPAN, like a government channel. Like C-SPAN's on it now. So. And
they also do have like CBS All Access and shit.
Yeah.
You can pay for Comedy Central.
Red Zone too.
Red Zone, but I mean, those aren't like. They're like streaming services, but like they're just for like the serious fans. Like, right. It's still very easy to access that shit if you need it. Right.
But I mean, they're not their own, but they also do integrate with those existing platforms. I mean, like the NFL is moving over to Amazon Prime. Like, you can go watch.
Let's go.
Yeah. See, that sounds awesome. Like, it sucks because, this whole industry sucks, but at least you can be a little more selective. It's like picking a cable package. I mean, it's a tough situation. It's kind of frustrating.
It is. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, even if it does head down the path that like I'm projecting it to,
it probably will.
It probably will. But the thing is, at least now, like the packages that you would get with cable companies, like let's say all you wanted was NFL Red Zone, right?
Yeah.
But that is on an obscure package that's like one of the higher packages, and it comes with like 90 other channels that you don't even fucking want to watch. And so now you're paying a bunch of extra money just for that one channel. This way you can subscribe to exactly what you want. So I guess it'll still end up being cheaper in some sense, but like,
Yeah.
so like you don't have to get all the additional shit that you just don't want. You can just get exactly what you want.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess the selectiveness is actually going to be kind of helpful, but I still see ourselves running back into the same problem we had, and then we're just going to need a new solution.
That's true. And I mean, just because fiber optic is kind of, now we have Wi-Fi and it's incredible. but well, sometimes maybe not at Clark. But,
Sub.
But, oh my God, what was I going to say? I was talking to my parents about this. The only reason that we keep our cable subscription is to watch Nessun, to watch hockey. That's the only reason. But it's like I watch primetime NFL mostly. That's really it.
Yeah.
And so I sucks missing hockey, but
Now, real quick about the NFL.
oh.
I don't know how many football fans we have out there, but this past week, probably the craziest week in the NFL in a long fucking time.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was absolutely insane. I'm just going to, real quick, we're going to talk about some of these games.
And of course, it was when my team had a bye week, so yeah.
And of course, it was when my team had the most embarrassing loss of the season.
Hey, you didn't have your starting quarterback.
Okay, but still.
That was really bad.
So, first off, Falcons blew out the Saints, which was insane. I mean, Matt Ryan, I thought he was a little hurt. I thought he was a little banged up. How did the Falcons beat the Saints in that game? I don't know. Teddy Bridgewater has not lost this season, but Drew Brees has lost twice.
Huh.
Insane.
Yeah. I mean, this is really hopeful to me because at least there's some parity in the league for a little bit, or maybe this is just a really weird timeline that we're in and we're just going to jump back onto the regular one next week. But I mean, unless you're the Bengals, you're just a shit team. And
Bengals, their timeline is just grim.
Yeah, they're fucked for the eternity. But
the long haul.
But I mean, I don't know. I kind of it's exciting to me because maybe and I'm a Patriots fan, so this is incredibly hypocritical of me to say, but maybe there's some parity in the league for once. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean I love when there are weeks like this where all the teams that shouldn't win do, because then it shows that nothing's guaranteed, and then it keeps everything on their toes. I mean, that's why 2007 was the best year of college football, is because not one undefeated team made it through the end of the year.
What year?
2007.
2007.
University of South Florida, which is barely in a Power 5, it wasn't even in a Power 5 conference, was ranked number 2 during the season. That's how incredible that season was, because all the teams that were supposed to win just fucking didn't.
Yeah.
And I love seeing that every so often. And that happened this week, because not only do we have the Falcons beat the Saints, which is one of the biggest ones, we also had the Browns beat the Bills, which was huge. Bills have one of the best defenses in football. Baker Mayfield's one of the worst starting quarterbacks this year.
I think the Bills are a little overrated. I think they got way too hyped, maybe. I think they had way too high expectations. Not that they're overrated, but that the expectations were set too high for them. I think they're a pretty solid team.
They're so underrated, to be honest.
Dude, I think they got way too much credit.
They never
power rankings.
If you look in the power rankings of NFL.com, they never cracked the top 10 all year.
They did crack the top 10. They were number 10 at one point.
Okay, but still, number 10 compared to the Cowboys at number 4. And they have 4 losses, and they're number 4. Yeah. We're talking the Bills, who almost beat the Patriots. Very closely beat the Patriots. Have many fewer losses. I mean, no, their offense is nothing special, but their defense is incredible.
They have a good defense. I mean, the problem with power rankings, too, is that
it's subjective.
They are incredibly subjective. I mean, even if you do statistical power rankings and use a machine, it's like you still run the problem of people have only played in their division, and there haven't been a lot of intra-conference games.
Strength of schedule comes into play.
Yeah,
I mean that was the biggest knock on the Niners and the Patriots this year, was that they didn't play anyone, and then they finally had their first real test with both the Ravens and Seahawks, and both of them lost.
I'm not worried about either team, though, to be honest with you.
No, honestly, I would not be surprised if it's those two in the Super Bowl, because both of their defenses are incredible.
Yeah,
they're coached by great coaches.
Until they play the man, Lamar Jackson.
Oh no, dude, Lamar Jackson,
so insane.
Oof.
Did you see the interview he had?
No, wait, which one?
He was talking. They were talking. The reporter asked him about some play. It was a great running play, great QB sneak.
Oh, is he the one where he did that spin on the Bengals dude and made 3 of them fall?
Something like that. And he was just like, "Yeah, I wish I ran 49 yards." He ran like. He's like, that run could have been way longer. I'm like, you are already playing like a running back. It really doesn't matter.
I love Lamar Jackson.
Also, he plays when he runs up the middle. Like he doesn't like
he's not a bitch.
Yeah, he's not just running outside the pocket and like freaking out and then running downfield because he sees something. He just barrels in like he's a running back, which is wild.
Dude doesn't give a fuck, but he also knows not to take the big hits. RG3 took the big hits, and that's why he was out of the league after like a season and a half.
That's a whole nother conversation. But
RG3 and Andrew Luck, biggest what ifs in the NFL.
I know, such a what if. It sucks.
Andrew Luck hurts. Bears beating the Lions. Bears have been one of the worst offenses in football this year. Mitchell Trubisky's ass.
Trubisky has always been shit.
Lions looked good this year too. Lions had a couple bad calls go against them. They could have a much better record had those calls been changed.
I think it's a combination of Matt Stafford.
Oh, he got hurt too.
He got hurt. And then Matt Patricia is just not living up, I don't think.
I mean, he's doing much better this year.
He's doing much better this year, but
last year was bad.
I think he still has Iowa's an embarrassment to the league hangover from last year because that was a rough year for him.
Yeah. Jets beat the Giants. A lot of people thought the Jets were going to be the worst team in the league behind the Bengals because they lost to the Dolphins and they beat the Giants.
I love the Tank Bowl. The Tank Bowl is the most exciting
Tank Bowls are the
game.
best.
Tank Bowl.
Yeah. Titans beat the Chiefs. That now makes the Chiefs 0-3 against AFC South teams. AFC South teams.
Well,
they lost to the Colts, Texans, and Titans now.
Mahomes is just not the same, man. He's a changed man.
He used to go Mahome.
Got him.
Okay, any more big upsets? We're going to pass on one of those for a minute because that one still hurts. Steelers beat the Rams. Steelers beat the Rams is pretty cool. Rams obviously coming off a Super Bowl performance.
If the Steelers sneak into the wild card, I'm going to be so pissed.
I would not be surprised at this point.
I was so excited to just see that team melt down because I hate the Steelers, and I love just the thought of that team having to rebuild because Ben Roethlisberger is an asshole. Antonio Brown is an asshole.
Hate him.
Like, I was just hoping that this was a wake-up call for that organization, but no.
Mason Rudolph, though, doing good.
Yeah, he's doing good. He is doing good.
Can't complain.
Hey, honestly, I don't know. Roethlisberger, how old is Roethlisberger now? Like late 30s?
He's probably closing up on his 40s there pretty soon.
So
he was drafted in 04.
I mean, he's your franchise guy, but you also got to think about what's the future of your team look like, especially because they don't have a ton of talent. Like
they really don't. Juju Smith-Schuster's been pretty disappointing this year.
He has. I mean, he's a keeper, obviously. You work him in the system, but
100%.
But
it's only his third year.
Yeah, but still, you know what I mean. You got to think about that.
Yeah, and then the final biggest crazy upset, and this isn't, we haven't even mentioned all the crazy games that happened too, because there were crazy games.
That 49ers Seahawks game was insane.
49ers Seahawks was great.
That's why I'm not worried about. That's why I'm not worried about that because that
49ers looked great.
Yeah, they looked great. Jimmy Garoppolo played like a beast.
Well, up until the end. He played really good for a while, but he didn't have either of his two top targets.
14 unanswered points. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, they looked solid. But the biggest upset of the week, and the one that still hurts Logan to this moment, Dolphins beat the fucking Colts, dude. Which, like, I don't know if that looks really good on the Dolphins or really bad on the Colts.
Probably really bad on the Colts. The Dolphins are not a good team.
Okay, but Ryan Fitzmagic has been rolling. Even before they started winning, Fitzmagic was doing good. And Colts had no T.Y. Hilton. They have never won a game without T.Y. Hilton. Fun fact. He's been with the team since 2012. Never won a game with T.Y. Hilton not playing. Except this year. I'm sorry, wait. This year was the first game they won without T.Y. Hilton. It was against the Broncos, and they only barely eked out that win. They've lost ever since. Brian Hoyer played awful.
Yeah, but you got to be, I mean, Brian Hoyer, I don't know. I thought his time in New England would make him pretty decent.
No. You saw, I mean, like, to be fair, you can't really be good in Cleveland, but, like, he was bad in Cleveland.
He was bad in Cleveland.
Most quarterbacks that leave the Patriots, with the exception of Brissett and Garoppolo, are awful. Matt Castle was bad.
Matt Castle was pretty good when he left. When he played for the Chiefs, he wasn't terrible.
A season or two, he was like, and then he was just awful. Ryan Mallett didn't do anything good. Mm-hmm. Brian Hoyer didn't do anything good.
Yeah.
Kevin O'Connell, I think, left the Patriots at one point to go play for the Texans.
Hey, yeah, all right, so I got a story. So, first preseason game I went to for the Patriots, guess who the starting quarterback was?
Who?
Take a guess.
Tim Tebow?
Tim Tebow.
Hell yeah.
It was so good.
Tim Tebow's career outright died in New England.
I know. It was really, hey, he hit a Hail Mary, though. It was wild. It was like a 60-yard pass. It was beautiful. And so just perfect dime.
Some would actually say his career died the minute he was drafted. But, so anyways, that's the NFL. Do we want to take a quick break and then pick up a new conversation after that?
Dude, I have to pee so bad. Let's do it.
All right, so we're gonna play some music. Ryan's gonna go pee. I'm gonna fill up a Dasani water bottle, quench that thirst. Just a quick thing.
You shameless plug.
I know, right? If you're listening to this on YouTube or wherever you're listening to post live show from now on, unless it's a local artist, we will not be playing the music on the post shows. Copyright issues and all that. Ryan, if you want to get more into that.
Yeah, so what happened was we were sitting in the suite just minding our own business, and we get a knock.
Vibing.
Yeah, we just got a knock on our door, and I was like, this is really weird. It's 2 a.m. And so I get up, and these gentlemen in suits came up, and they're like, we're from Warner Brothers Pictures.
The gentleman in blue.
You used our music without consent. And I was like, oh. Consent is sexy, and so I was like, please don't kill me.
And then they taped up Ryan and had their way.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I wasn't going to. Jesus fuck. Oh my God. I was just going to say that they just sued us. No, we can't play the music anymore.
Yeah, no, we've gotten copyright strikes online.
Yeah, so you'll have to listen to the music elsewhere, but we'll put the links in the description.
Yes, we will put them in the description, because today we're going to play a deep cut. So definitely go check it out.
Deep cuts tonight.
Deep cuts, like so deep that you're going to need stitches cuts.
Yeah.
All right, so Ryan and I are going to do our thing. We're going to play real quick. We're going to play a song by the statistically biggest band on Earth right now, believe it or not.
Played in Antarctica.
According to ticket sales, biggest band on Earth. This is a deep cut called My Apocalypse by Metallica.
You know it's time to cross over, born to repeat until I feel. Skin and the bones, they all rattle. Future and past, they disagree. Flesh falls away, the bones, they all shatter. I start to see the end in me. See the end in me. Claustrophobic. Climb out of this skin. Unexplosive. Wait to pull that pin. Violate, annihilate, a wolf to my eyes. Obliterate, exterminate, and lost and self-denying. Fear thy name as hell awakens. Destiny, inhale the fire. We cross that line into the grips, total eclipse. Fall onto my apocalypse. Tyrant awaken my apocalypse. Demon awaken my apocalypse. Heaven awaken my apocalypse. Suffer forever my apocalypse.
Yo. Yeah. So, yeah, Ryan and I were just talking about during the break. We fucking love that song.
Yeah, I fuck with that song.
Honestly, 2000s Metallica gets way too much shit.
I can't do Saint Anger.
What? Okay.
Yeah, like I just.
Okay. Well, no one can. I can actually.
Yeah, I know. I know that's a hot take, but like, for you.
For me, very hot take. I think Saint Anger is better than the Reload album.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's debatable. Like, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Reload wasn't good anyway.
Good. Reload was kind of trash.
When your best song is Fuel, you have a problem.
I mean, Fuel is just a legendary song, though.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me da.
I saw a meme version of it where it's just give me fuel, give me fuel, give me fuel the whole time. The whole time. I love memes.
Give me burger, give me fries, give me salad on the side.
Hey.
So like 2000s Metallica though, like all right, Saint Anger, I get why people don't like it. Production's awful, all of that, like whatever. There's some heavy songs in there, and I feel like after you watch the documentary Some Kind of Monster, which is like the therapeutic process of them writing that album, you have a new respect for it, and that's where my respect for it comes.
Tick 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 tock.
Actually, a great song.
Not bad. That song.
Frantic is good.
Like Frantic, I was like, okay, this could be interesting. The mixing's kind of shit, but you know, I can see where it's going. And I just didn't really fuck with any of the other songs. I don't know.
Frantic's definitely the best song in the album. But All Within My Hands is great.
Yeah,
give that one a shot. It's very heavy.
Oh my God.
But we have this debate a lot: Death Magnetic versus Hardwired to Self-Destruct, which were their other two 2000s albums, which were supposed to be like a return to form.
Yeah, I think from a technical perspective, absolutely Hardwired. But I have a lot of nostalgia, personal nostalgia for Death Magnetic, because that was about the time I started listening to Metallica, and the Metallica Guitar Hero video game, doc, that was basically just a plug for that album. It was so good.
Yeah, that's very true.
Great game, and it was a great album.
I personally, with the nostalgia factor too, I actually take Hardwired because I didn't really listen to metal music around the time Death Magnetic came out. I got into Metallica probably like 8th grade. So like,
yeah,
Hardwired was the first album while I was listening to them that they had released. And I got it the day it released. I listened to it all night. I got the bonus disc, so it was like 3 hours of like additional live shit. Do I think both albums are great? No. Do I think, quite frankly, there's a lot of shit they could cut out of both? Absolutely. Songs are too long. I am a huge proponent of long songs. One of my favorite bands, Dream Theater, they have a 24-minute song, which is, in my opinion, the greatest piece of music ever written.
What song?
Octavarium.
Oh, I really like Pull Me Under. I love it.
Pull Me Under is solid. That one's like 8.5 minutes. Saw radio play, actually. Fun
Yeah,
fact.
I think that's a great song.
But Metallica does this thing where, because I mean, if you look at Master of Puppets, which is considered their magnum opus, shortest song is 5.5 minutes on that. So I mean, that formula, and it's just not working because I feel like they're adding things in to add in.
Maybe they thought when they thought Return to Form, they were just hitting stride with one. But I mean,
Great song.
one has purposeful length, I guess.
Purposeful length.
You know?
Yeah, it does.
Because you need that build up for what it's talking about, which is PTSD for
100%.
I think like it needs that sort of length, but everything else, I was just like, this is a drag. Like
it is. Like I love the song Atlas Rise from Hardwired.
Great song,
but it goes on 2 minutes longer than it needs to.
I agree, because
by that point it's repeating in like a different order every single riff we've already heard, and it's just like cool, but we've heard that, just now it's in a different order. I don't need to hear this again. Let's get to the next track.
There's no ambience in any of those songs, and that's usually when songs become long, is you have these like ambient pieces that are used to like
whether they slow down,
and they don't, and they just don't, and I'm just like, okay, you're getting very repetitive. So I agree with you.
One of the few songs like on either album that gets a pass for me is Halo on Fire, because they do have slow sections in there.
I have to listen to that song again. It's been a while.
It's been a while for me as well.
Yeah.
First of all, when I saw them live, it was on the Hardwired tour.
Oh, nice. Wait, did you see them in Foxborough?
Yep.
I have a friend that skipped prom. She went to see them.
Oh my god.
She skipped prom. I was like, all right.
I mean, it was a hell of a show, and I gotta say that Halo on Fire, new track at the time, arguably the best song they played live. I mean, the performance of it was absolutely incredible. It's a great live staple. But like that song and like Spit Out the Bone and like All Nightmare Long are like the only tracks from those last two Metallica albums that I have absolutely no problem with their length. Absolutely
none. That's great.
Spit Out the Bone is probably their best song since Injustice for All album. No, it is their best song.
Yeah, I think it's a great song.
It is. I just wish that Metallica would cut down on the length. I wish they'd give Kirk Hammett and Rob Trujillo more writing credits, because it's now just the Lars and James show, and that means that we're getting the Black Album over and over again, just longer. I mean, Hardwired, aside from the couple thrashy songs, was literally the Black Album repeated.
Yeah, they also need to change their drummer. He's an asshole.
Lars Ulrich. He's the reason I drum pretty much, though. Like,
he just thinks he's the best he thinks he's the best drummer of all time. Like, man, it's really not that complicated.
He's chilled out now, I will say.
Good.
He's chilled out now.
Because Neil Peart is the best drummer of all time.
If we want to go technical, first of all, for those who don't know, I'm a drummer. So, like...
You probably have better takes than I do. I think I'm just very partial to Neil Peart because I think his music's incredible.
I think Neil Peart is easily top 5, probably top 3. But Mike Mangini, on an absolute technical and objective level, is the greatest. Because, first of all, he's a professor at Berkeley for drum set. But he holds the active world record for fastest single strokes in a minute.
Oh, shit. That's impressive.
So, like, technically, it's him. But Neil Peart is a very strong case to make that he's the greatest, and I would make that case as well.
Yeah, I love Neil Peart.
So good. So good.
Yeah.
Lars Ulrich, on the other hand.
4-4.
Wait, shit, there's a time change. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Never mind, I'll just fuck up the song.
Offbeat. Play the cowbell like in
China cymbal.
Yeah, Saint Anger, though. Dunk, dunk, dunk. It's like the...
Do you ever see the Bleed by Meshuggah cover, but it's Saint Anger?
No. Oh my God.
They added Saint Anger snare into it. So whenever Thomas Hake is doing a snare hit,
it's just wet noise.
It's just boing.
My favorite Meshuggah meme is it's Bleed by Meshuggah, but the guy duct tapes rubber chickens to the foot pedals. So it's like it's actually the best thing I've ever seen.
For those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, Bleed by Meshuggah is a
heavy song.
Gent
I guess it's good gent music.
Good gent music. Pretty rare, actually.
Yeah, pretty rare. There's a lot of toilet music.
Yes. Actually, should we just play like a quick snippet for everyone?
Play the beginning part that we're referring to.
I'm gonna play the beginning part
Play
so
the
anyone
beginning
listening.
part and then pull up the rubber chicken meme because I think it's the funniest shit I've ever heard.
So here's gonna be the beginning part so you know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yep.
So there's that, right?
Yeah. All right.
So I'm gonna pull up this rubber chicken meme. I'm gonna honestly just like, there's one that's like Bleed by Meshuggah, but it's SpongeBob, which was also hilarious.
Oh my god.
That one was really good. Let's see. Bleed Meshuggah chicken. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Is this it?
Hold on, let me check. That's it.
All right.
That's it. You won't regret playing this.
Let's do this one.
Nobody can see it, but I love the body just getting smacked. I think that was the funniest thing ever.
Let me see if I can find the SpongeBob one.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna fucking.
Alright,
the most annoying thing I've ever heard.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Oh, damn.
Let me see if I can find it. Although I'm gonna find the exact time.
Oh, is it a meme compilation or something?
Yeah, it's like a comp, but like I'm just gonna get the time we need. All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
That song is such a great meme.
It is so good to meme. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how certain songs that are very serious become memes like that. Like Humble becoming a meme is absolutely.
Okay, Humble. Did you ever see the Zoo Books Humble edit?
Oh shit.
Wait.
That's good.
Okay, so.
Oh, and Cooking by the Book by Little John is obviously a bop.
Suddenly, this has turned into what musical memes can we pull out? Do we want to look up any more, or do we want to just get talking?
Hold on, can you play one last one?
Go for it.
Remember Cooking by the Book by Little John? You ever seen that?
I think so.
It's the best. It's the best thing since.
All right, so what meme do we want to see? Which version of it?
Little John.
Okay.
Cooking by the Book by Little John.
Here we go.
It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy. Never use a messy recipe. The cake will end up crazy. If you do the cooking by the book, then you'll have a...
Break it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Break it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Drop that ass down, load it, pick that motherfucker up. Yeah, back.
I love that.
Jesus.
I love that video. I love that video.
All right, how about the Wiggles fruit salad Slipknot version?
Is this a real thing?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so
They called it Psycho Salad. Like,
really dumb.
Jesus. Okay, here it is.
Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Fruit salad. I did my time, and I went out. So if you say it doesn't cut.
What the fuck? Dude, I love the internet. I love what the internet can do.
Internet 1, reality 0.
Oh my god. If there's one thing I'm going to take away from my computers and music class that we're in right now, it's that you can take a MIDI file and make it into any any noise that you see fit. So yes, I'm so excited about that. I love that.
Sick.
All right, music break?
We're gonna take a quick music break, and then we're gonna have a special guest on in just 1 second.
So exciting.
So enjoy. We're gonna vibe out to a little Deftones here. Little Deftones.
Can't
Can't
go
go
pick
wrong.
one? Did you pick one already?
I sure did.
All right,
no worries.
You better pick the right one.
I picked the absolute right one.
All right, cool.
All right, here's a little Deftones board.
Feeling a little heavy today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want some heavy music? We're just going hard.
Yeah, bit of a change up. Last week we had some grunge and some hip hop.
Yeah, I was literally about to throw hands with you in here. Like I was actually gonna mosh with you.
I was actually ready
space.
to.
In this small space. Anyways, I'm so sorry. We have a special guest on.
Hello.
Howdy.
Who the hell are you?
My name is Zoe Redfern-Hall, and I'm a special guest on your guys' show.
Oh my gosh, you're way more than that. You're actually like one of the coolest people on campus. Please tell me, what do you do? What is your thing?
Well, I also have a show at ROCU called A to Z.
Woo!
Yeah, that's a subtle plug. And I'm on ROCU e-board.
Yes.
ROCU's my life.
Thanks for plugging our show today.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Much thanks.
Much thanks. So can you explain what your show is? Because it was a really cool concept, and I want to hear it again.
Absolutely. So myself and Ashley Hebert, who is a wonderful human being, whom I love, we both decided that we wanted to do a show together. And together we listened to the CDs of the radio station in alphabetical order.
Hell yeah.
And each show is a letter on the alphabet. And we do entire themes around that letter. And it's very fun. A little goofy.
Please tell me you start every show with, this episode is brought to you by the letter something.
We don't do
Missed
that.
opportunity.
That's a missed opportunity. I'm disappointed in myself.
You can start now.
Yeah, I think I might. I'll do a shout out to you guys next show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. So my other question for you was, what was the process of bringing ROCU back? Because I know it was kind of not a lot of activity back.
Wow.
You don't have to unpack the whole
You're
thing.
bringing out the hot questions
I know.
immediately.
I know, we're going right for it. No cap. No cap.
Oh my goodness.
No, but was
No
it fun? Was it
capping.
exciting? Like getting the space set up and stuff?
Check
Like,
this. Our listeners cannot see. They can hear.
yeah.
But I'm wearing the ROCU e-board sweatshirt. It's pink and it has a blue octopus on it. It's very cool. And that reflects how very cool it has been this year to get it actually rolling again.
Yes.
Yeah. It was a lot of work, and I personally do not do tech. So it was a long, confusing road. It took probably around 3 full years. I feel like this has been, though, a thing with mini clubs on campus. There seems to be a transitionary period last year, / maybe the year before, where things were like a hot mess in a lot of clubs.
Yeah.
So, not sure.
Fair enough.
How many shows are there? There's a ton.
Oh my goodness, there's more than 70 shows. I'm pretty sure.
Everyone and their
Or
mother
60s.
has a show.
Yeah. There's one of my favorite names of a show is called Sad Boy Hours.
I'm familiar with the Sad Boy Hours.
Wait, who does Sad Boy Hours again?
Ooh, I just know it through my friend. I do not know who exactly are on the show. It's
Word.
2 co-hosts, but they just do therapy sessions with
Yeah,
each other. It's
they
very
do.
Hell yeah.
It's very cool.
I really like our friend Tim's podcast. It's called like The Grunge or something like that. They just talk about punk music.
I love that.
It's so
Wow.
great.
It's so
Yeah.
punk.
Do you guys exclusively do rock?
No.
No.
Or
Usually-
punk. I'm not quite sure. I'm not
Usually, what we're
literate.
doing is actually playing local Clark artist music. So, yeah. So, what we did for our first show, I don't know if you're familiar with Jimmy Jackson, but Jimmy recently released a solo rap album. So, we were playing his music and we had him on.
Love that.
It was sick. And then we had Jacob Strock's solo music, which was like indie pop rock. We had that going on. Besides that, we just like play whatever we vibe to.
Yep.
It is so fun.
Today we're vibing to metal.
Yo, I'm playing Ox next week. We're gonna get some Sad Boy Lowell local scene music, and we're gonna
I'm
go.
I'm here for it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in your feels.
Speaking of your guys' show concept, Radio of Clarkies, trying to get this word out hardcore, because this is a very cool thing. We're trying to, if you look up in the corner of the studio, you'll see a CD that says it came from the grind. We're trying to make a new CD. It came from the grind 4. And we want local Clark artists to put on their best work onto the CD.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
Intrigue.
So it's not that hard of a concept. We're gonna throw together some art, but all we need are Clark artists to like record their work. Number 1, which is pretty easy to do.
We have a music studio here. Go find
Yeah.
it.
yeah, exactly.
If you can get into it.
Yes, true. Ryan and I are on the key list, and that was hard.
Yeah.
Really? I did not know
it's
that.
such a difficult process just because everyone has to book it, and basically if you're not in a class, it's over. It's over.
We are luckily in the class.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you just have to find your inroads. So that's the main concept. I really, really want people to submit, and they can submit at the ROCU email, which is just Radio of Clarkies.
When are we planning on, I say we as if Ryan and I are working on this too.
Absolutely.
When is,
You are. You're part of this now.
yes, we are, because we are part of ROCU.
We gotta trust the process, man.
Trust the process.
Yep.
When is the collective planning on dropping this tape?
Oh, absolutely. So it depends on when the collective gives us stuff, because no one has given us anything. However, I envision it it would be a project for next semester, which I will be gone. I'm going abroad. So
Oh, fuck.
Wait,
Peace
I'm just
be on
finding this
you.
out right now.
You knew this.
You're gonna fuck me up emotionally right on radio.
Hey, save the
the-
sad boy hours for next
on
week.
the air.
Save the sad boy shit for next week.
I know. I have one of those mini tubs of ice cream from the bistro. We're gonna be okay.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Wait, where are
yeah.
you going abroad?
I'm going to Cuba.
Awesome.
Bah!
Yeah.
What program? What are you doing?
It's through API. It's not approved. I got it approved for myself because I sat in the Office of Study Abroad and just yelled at them for several months.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Good approach.
Yeah. And 2 months from now, I'm on a plane. I'm leaving.
Hell
That's
yeah.
exciting.
So sick.
Yeah.
Yes, it is exciting.
Do you guys wish to study abroad at some point in your academic career?
No. No.
You first. Is that it?
Well, I'm just going to say, I'm a math major.
Oh.
Yeah. So the math major is hard enough here. Like yeah. Zoe just made a throwing up emotion, and I'm with her on that. So, the math program is hard enough here. It's really hard in like England and shit.
Oh. Yeah, you would be. Okay. I see you.
I am a political science and geography double major, so if I leave, I'm fucked. So, yeah, I can't really leave. Maybe I'll do something over the summer, and I'm also trying to do fifth year, so you have to take
Fifth
those
year gang.
courses. Fifth year gang. So you have to take courses early, and there's no chance. What was the letter?
That was me signing that I'm like a bird. I only fly away. I'm definitely not staying for fifth year.
Oh yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. Love yourself.
Yeah.
You're adults. Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my god. Do you have any immediate
Excuse my
questions? Wow.
So, what has been the coolest thing about being part of like the ROCU e-board as of this year?
Ooh, there's a lot of things. We get up to a lot of tomfoolery, I would say. There's a back room that people know about, but it's a very cool space, and yeah,
It's in studio.
yeah, it is in studio.
In the house.
Yeah.
In the space, right?
And we cleaned it up. It was a little dirty. It was a little gross space, if I'm being honest. And we have made it a very fun place to hang out. So
That is fantastic.
it feels very exciting.
That is really awesome. Yeah. How did the event go?
Ooh, the one last night?
Yeah.
I definitely wasn't there, so I'm not a big fan.
I actually knew
goodness.
that. My intention was to put you on blast.
Damn.
No.
Ryan.
Blackmail.
Yeah. No.
Asshole.
I'm so sorry. No, but I'm glad that you guys are doing events and stuff. It was really fun. I really liked the orientation. I liked being in the grind. I liked meeting all the other people. There are
Did
so
you
many
buy a
people.
t-shirt?
I didn't buy a t-shirt. Can I get a t-shirt?
Yeah, they're $10 and they're amazing.
Do we still have them like available?
You know, I would actually have to double check since I wasn't there, fake fan.
Wow.
However, they're Cyclops babies.
That's really cute.
No, it's very.
Terrifying. Is that the word?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the genre that you guys would say that you like the best?
Metal?
Metal. It's very metal.
Very metal.
It's very metal. Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
That sounds pretty metal.
That sounds
No,
pretty metal.
Yeah, it is light baby yellow, but I would say it still constitutes.
That's okay.
Fairly metal.
Would you say it's the baby? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
I'll let you say that.
He kept
I'll let you
it.
say that.
This kid has said minion or debot so many times. I'm like, you need to stop.
Minion or DeBob for today?
Bob, thank you. I'm like, sir, you gotta stop.
You ever see those Minion or DeBob memes?
No.
There was like one. It was like Democrats are like, OMG, Trump is so evil, and Republicans are like, OMG, Trump is so great, and I'm over here like, Minion or DeBob for today, and it's a random guy with like a Minion shirt or a SpongeBob shirt next to each other, and like that's it. But I don't know why, I just find it hilarious.
Do you have family members, older people that are really uncomfortable on social media and just post like Minion memes? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like
God.
middle-aged
Yes.
white women. You have those people in your family.
My mom.
Your mom.
My mom.
Oh, I'm adding your mom right now, but that's okay.
Yes, it's okay. She knows. I received one day out of the blue. I was going home from class and I looked down at my phone and she sends stuff through. She doesn't text me. She legitimately last week she Facebook messaged me, did a group chat and text, and then emailed me something. And I don't understand. I don't understand 40-year-olds or 50-year-olds. However, she did send me some really weird SpongeBob memes, and then she followed up with some Minion stuff. It was.
Oh.
I don't know. I felt like I
Just
was
couldn't decide between
disassociating.
Minion or DeBob.
Oh my god. I'm Jesus. I'll say, like, we'll be on air, and I just, like Logan will say, like, something, and I just have to do a double take, and I'm like, all right, we gotta keep going, power through. Like, when I read you that Onion article yesterday, or the other day, last week, that we just had to, like, stop for a moment, because we're like, this is incredibly problematic, but we just said it anyway.
Oh my God! Yeah. It was.
What was the headline?
It was. Company announces recall on American flags for causing 1.3 million deaths.
Yeah, we played it so bad.
That's whack as hell.
I know.
Yeah, we played a game. Where it's like you had to guess what she's got. See, that's what happened to us. That's what happened to us.
So
we were like dead inside.
I'm swaying like that shit.
So what we did was Ryan found this thing on like Reddit where there were 10 articles. Some of them were real articles and some of them were Onion articles. We had to decipher which was which between the headlines.
That is so fun.
And
was
so,
so fun.
Ryan and I both thought, so Ryan picked the 10 in no particular order, in no particular, like, whatever. They were just 10. It wasn't even just 5 and 5, it was whatever. And both of us had no faith in me that I was going to get, like, any of them right. Got 9 out of 10.
Yeah, you did a good job.
So good that if Anthony Fantano was reviewing it, it'd get a yellow flannel.
Yeah, Anthony Fantano. Love that
The
kid.
internet's busiest music nerd.
Yeah, except when he does. Nice.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Recently, who was I? I was trying to pull someone up because I just started listening to her yesterday, and Tierra Whack. I was like, why don't I know Tierra Whack? Like, she has been around, and I wasn't there for her. I wasn't there, and I'm only showing up now. I feel like a fake fan.
You can't be a fake. Hey, it's better.
I can't be a fake fan if I was never a fan.
I mean, well, if you stick your finger in the wind and she has a bad album, you don't pull through for her. You know, like then maybe that's a fake fan.
Yeah. What's your between the two of you, or either one of you? I don't really care. What's your all-time favorite album? All-time favorite. You will back it up till you die.
Honestly, because it was the first album I ever owned on physical, and Justice for All by Metallica gets a lot of shit because they completely cut out the bass guitar in the mix as like a hazing technique. Love the album till I die.
I can't pick among every genre.
I need you to pick. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, can I pick? Okay, so
You can't pick two. I'm saying one.
Gun to your head, like you're gonna die.
You have to yell it out, or Gary.
Excuse
DeRamos
me,
dies.
we're asking the questions
Gary
here.
DeRamos dies right
Gary
now.
fucking dies.
Sorry, babe. Okay, so the metal. So I think my favorite album is La Gargola by Chevelle. I think that's a great album. I love it. It's probably it's just front to back. It's great. Honorable mention to Pimp a Butterfly. Too late. Already said it. Too late. Oh, she's she's outside.
Gary just rolled up.
She's
Gary literally just rolled up.
terrifying. That's terrifying. How does one?
Holy
She just
shit.
sabotaged our show. Oh my god. I'm
Oh my
scared.
god. So Ryan's
It's the same
girlfriend just walked
timeline.
in after we threatened to kill her.
Yeah, this is awkward.
Oh my god.
I have to confront my pain.
We actually have to close the show in a minute too, because we only have a minute left. But Jesus Christ. Thanks for checking into the 350 special. A lot of shit just happened. We have to sort this out.
Zoe.
Thanks so much, Zoe, for coming on.
So much, you guys. It was a wonderful experience.
Wait. Do you have anything to plug?
Anything to plug before we go?
Oh, I just want to reiterate, if you are a Clark student and have music and want to have it on a CD, please send it to ROCU. Like, we just want your music. We just want it.
You just want it, goddammit. Anyways, my name is Logan.
I'm Ryan.
And we're signing out. Have a good night.
Have a fantastic night.